Oh, hey, you're still there, man. How you doing? All right. All right. I'm getting word. Looks like we are ready. Are you guys ready? Yeah? All right. I'm going to send it over. Churchnsarge, Scaz.zaf, BIGHONKINBURGER, Dead Cells Race. Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
My dude, BIGHONKINBURGER.
Hey guys.
What?
This is the wrong game.
This is supposed to be on 1.1.
Yeah, I got the wrong
Come on,
game.
guys.
Okay, we're good.
What's going on?
All right, we're good.
All right.
I was ready for the first ever 3 players, 1 controller Grinch playthrough. I was like, dang, talk about comfy. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to AGDQ 2019. I am SpikeVegeta. I played 80% of this video game, and I'm about to help lead you guys through this. We got a 3-way race of Dead Cells, one of the indie darlings from last year. Let's see, looking at the screen, up in your top left, we got Churchnsarge. Top right, we got Scaz.
Woo! Yeah.
And the People's Burger, Big Honkin' in the bottom. Burgers for everyone if he comes in last. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys who actually played this game a lot more explain kind of what this setup is they've got.
All right, we are on the highest difficulty right now. 4 stem cells. This makes everything much harder, much slower. It's a really cool run, but not what we want to do. However, there's good items on the higher difficulties. Actually, the best items are on the highest difficulty. So here we have the items that we've had seeded for this run. And I want these items because they're really good, but we don't want to do this run. If I go through that door, it will go ahead and start the run, and I have to finish on 4 cells. So I'm going to go ahead and chuck my head, break through the door, hop over this item, and grab what I need. So not using my head and detaching from my body lets me enter this doorway without actually starting the run. So now I can go ahead, retract, go over to the difficulty, and reset to 0 boss stem cells. So now I have the strongest items, and so do Scaz and Church, and we can now play on the lowest difficulty where we have endgame items at the start of the run. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
All right. Let's give shouts to Blargle.
Look at his items real quick. No. Leave.
Oh, that's fine.
Whatever. All right.
Oh, that might matter for your orbs, but whatever. We've had some, so this has been a really weird run to set up because we use different strategies across.
You guys went straight to 0, right?
Yeah.
So we all use, or I use pyrotechnics, Church uses pyrotechnics, Scaz uses firebrands. So to find a seed that actually worked for all of us would have taken literally days of resetting. And our man Blargle, who is awesome, can we get a thank you, Blargle? Because without him, the run doesn't happen.
Thank you, Blargle.
So Blargle went ahead, was grinding through this, and we said, well, he's been looking for days. He cannot find a seed, so we had to mod set everything up. It looks like it's not working for Church, but he has the items he needs. He might have some worse death orbs. The death
You might not have
orbs
death orbs, yeah.
You'll have the orbs, but the stats will be a little bit off.
Also, you may not get a skill shop.
Okay.
But
I'll figure it out.
if it doesn't work out, whatever.
My man Church just rolling deep without it. Let's go.
Also, a big shout out to the Motion Twin developers for working so closely with us throughout this entire process. So thank you so much to Motion Twin for being so cool.
Okay, I think we got the setup down.
I'm paused in front of the door.
I am paused in front of the door.
I am paused in front of the door.
All right, you guys ready on time for it to start? All right, Spike, you want to count us down on go?
All right, everyone, let's count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so immediately there are 6 levels and 3 bosses we're gonna have to go through in this game. Jumping right now into the prisoners' quarters, the main objective of this stage is that they want to go ahead and find this shop. Again, the levels are going to be randomly generated. This is a roguelike dungeon crawler of sorts. You're seeing movement tech all over the place where they're slamming into the ground just to get to the ground a little faster than they could. They also, one of the 2 items that they had at the beginning is the assault shield. That is actually not so much for its defensive purposes as you would imagine, as it is for its movement tech. You can see them doing these dashes across the screen. That's in conjunction with the roll and the assault shield at the same time. They go a long distance very, very quickly. Now, if you guys also want to keep track of how well the players are doing in terms of their statistics, they're picking up those scrolls all over the place. Tactics is one of the 3 options they can choose, and that will power up their main weapons that they'll be using throughout the entirety of the run. So they're going to be pumping up that purple number in the bottom left corner of the UI as much as they can. So you can already see Scaz sitting over there. Just picked up another one, actually at 9 tactics compared to his opponents right there, and is actually already has found his exit out of the onto Promenade, the second level.
Okay, so unfortunately, Church has some messed up death orbs, so he's going to be a little bit behind stat-wise. He has a strategy that can get him some more stats, but he's going to be at a disadvantage for this.
If there's anyone I'm more confident in, it is Church. He can pull it off. 100%.
Yo, can we get some noise for Church? He's in a tough position.
Church going in is the disadvantage, and he could do it.
So fortunately, one of the strats that I'm doing, it's the safer strat. I'm taking all of the time doors, whereas the other 2 aren't. In the time doors are 3 power scrolls, well, 1 in each, and then there's also going to be some money. So since I'm already here, I can pick up the money to upgrade. So by the end of the run, I'll actually have enough money, but I'll be a little behind on Concierge.
And again, what those scrolls are doing is powering up those weapons. They want to see at least a number of about 14 before they get to the final boss. And this run goes really fast. They don't have quite a ton of time to be able to do it. The more they can get of it, the better. There's some scrolls that they'll be able to pick up that won't give them the option to power up tactics, and then they'll put the power into either brutality or durability, or survivability, I should say. The only one they'll pick there is just whichever one will give them a larger HP % bonus. So they can just have more health.
Yeah, health has diminishing returns from scrolls, so it'll generally be whatever we have less of.
Now, you're also seeing them utilize Death Orb, that main weapon, this kind of like almost black hole looking weapon that they shoot out. Right now, that actually has a 17-second cooldown to use them. They have 2 of them, but that's not going to be good enough. So you see right here, Scaz is actually picking up an ability right there called Efficiency. Same with both the other players once they beat this level in this kind of like shop type area. And what that's going to do is reduce that 17-second cooldown to a 6-second cooldown between each of them, so it's much more spammable.
So a key aspect of those death orbs is they are our main damage source. Our primary weapons, which are the firebrands in my case and the pyrotechnics in their case, those are actually just enabling those death orbs to do damage, because they're all given this extra modifier that makes them deal double damage to burning enemies.
Yeah, one of my orbs did not actually have that modifier, so I did re-roll for it.
Yeah, I re-rolled mine for burning too.
All right, so Studio just a little bit ahead of Church, and not bad, not too far behind Scaz either. So this level right here, our 3rd level of the run, it's probably the 3rd biggest instance of potential gap between them. Again, these players, they don't know what the level geometry is going to be. They're running through it and trying to figure out stuff as fast as they can, and also just check the level, see if they can pick up on any tips. They're trying to find through this long horizontal level, one of these towers kind of in an underground area will have our exit point. So we're just trying to find that as fast as we can, while also picking up those tactics along the way. You've also got a lot of enemies. By the way, this game is really, really hard. I died last night, and that's proof. I'm a god gamer.
It's true. It's all true.
The enemies actually scale in a very stupid way. Like, they get really, really strong and annoying near the end of it. So very easily, these players could take a death. I saw them go 2 for 2 last night. None of them died in those, but we'll see what happens here. You actually had Studio and Church both pick up a different ability after the first level that we call YOLO. It stands for something, I don't remember, but effectively it is a one-time resurrection from death. So a little bit of safety for them. While Scaz actually took Velocity, yes. Yeah. Which, there's a mechanic in this game, the more you attack enemies, you actually can like basically keep up your speed. Whereas for Scaz over here, he's actually going to, that actually makes the window for it much bigger, where he can go ahead and kill enemies, and then it will keep that speed up longer as he goes. So that's why you're also seeing our players defeat enemies along the way to keep that speed up. So now on to the first boss right here for Scaz, it's the Concierge. So the reason why we have these burn-style attacks is because our death orbs right there, these 2 like black hole type things that he's spamming and now Studio's spamming as well, is that they actually deal more damage to enemies that are in a burn status. So that's why both of them are going to keep those fire attacks on him, doing little bits of damage, but mostly keeping him burned, so that the death orbs actually do more and more as we go. Really nice fight there by Scaz. Studio out just a little bit behind.
So looking at Studio stats over there, because of my 2 time doors, I'm actually on par with him in stats, even though my 2 death orbs are a little lower than his.
At least you have death orbs, though.
Yeah. That is important for the run where, like, you really, the damage scales, I want to say, exponentially. So getting more scrolls really does have an impact at the, like, 12 to 14 range. So that's why 14 is kind of our magic safe number. But if we need to, we can finish runs with way less, and I really don't want to do that.
All right, so we got going over here a pretty cool trick over on Scaz's side here in level 4. Those bats suck, by the way. So we're coming into this room with this key, but we're actually going to dupe the key.
Oh!
Unfortunately, we wanted to, so that potentially could be a big problem.
Oh, no, you don't. Okay, I probably... No, my door blew up.
Ooh, okay, we are 0 for 2 on duping those keys. So that could be a problem. It might force them to have to take a very slow route through this level. Again, it depends on what the level geometry of this seed is. So potentially a good opportunity where Church can save a little bit of time on them.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, so they only lost a handful of seconds there. They had a lucky level geometry to where they could work around it. Also, another minor thing to note is that all those little, like, the star, the yellow orbs, like Studio just ran right there, those are checkpoints, actually. Those are warp points that they can utilize. Once they start seeing, it'll be really important potentially in the next couple of levels where if they don't like the area they're in, they can fast travel all over the place and cut down on the back traveling.
So, Scaz, how you doing on stats?
I'm sitting comfortably at 212.3. How about you?
Okay, I'm at about that. So I'm a little scared that we may not find enough, but hopefully we do.
It's a little low for comfort, but yeah, we should be fine.
Again, they really want to see that level 14, but for their tactics right there.
And 3 and 4 would be nice for our secondary stats.
So you may notice that I actually didn't even go for the forced key door. I didn't see it quickly enough, so I just decided to go over and hope that the second key door was actually where I want it to be. This is scary. There we go.
Again, those exploding bats are some of the more annoying enemies here in the early part of the game, so they want to avoid those all they can. Interesting note to see there for Church sitting there at 15 tactics. Good enough, can fight the final boss, but certainly would like to see a lot more. They also have a number of heals that they can utilize. They can refill this flask in between each of the levels where they can heal 4 times. It'll be denoted by that far left icon, how much they've used it. All right, so here we are in Clock Tower, though. We're already quite a ways into it. There are 4 different towers in this level. 2 of them are good, 2 of them are just dead and don't have anything of use in them. One of them's gonna have a key, and one of them's gonna actually have the exit. So there's gonna be a lot of, like, potentially the players could find, you know, the right 2 and skip out on the other 2 hours completely.
So I'm actually getting pretty lucky in getting a decent number of stat scrolls. So I'm feeling pretty good about my stats going into the rest of the run. Also, this might be a nice benefit.
Yeah, I have good defensive stats now. I can survive the boss.
That's actually
pretty comfortably. And I have enough for the final boss as well. So I think we have the stats to finish the run, which is incredibly scary in a run like this. Because you can always backtrack a bit in the final stage, but it takes a long time. Like, the desperation move is you get an extra key on a castle, and that is just going to destroy you in terms of time. In Clock Tower, we have to really travel vertically. Like, this is the up level because it's a tower. You got to go up. And we're trying to navigate quickly to find the keys, but we don't really have a good indicator for where anything is, unfortunately.
Yeah, again, so it makes a run like this incredibly dependent on your movement, how well you can move across everything. And with that, Scaz, the first one out of level 5. Now here's where I know the players asked me for a little bit of serious time right here. This next boss is actually, it is the run killer. It is one of the hardest bosses in the run. She's got a grapple attack that can basically grab onto you and one-shot you. So it's gonna be a very specific setup coming into this room. We'll see how well Scaz does right here. Oh my God, he skipped the boss. That is a frame-perfect trick that Scaz just nailed. That is huge in this race. Studio coming into Clock Tower, he's gonna have to nail that as well to keep up pace with Scaz.
You can skip the boss?
Oh, I've been holding that tech until this race.
Oh, shoot. All right, I'll try it for the first time. All right, I'm going to stop this joke. This isn't going to work. It's not going to be funny.
It's actually really easy to skip it.
Did you get the frame perfect?
No, I didn't even bother.
All right, I'll go for it.
There is actually something frame perfect about the trick that Church will be going for.
Eventually.
No joke, though, this stage is actually extremely hard.
Woo!
Woo! Nice, yep.
Hey, so nobody's actually caught it, but I lost YOLO.
You did?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
I also have no potions.
All right, Church, I believe in you.
I believe in you.
The audience believes in you, too.
Excellent, because I didn't know the task manager.
All right, so yeah, here we are. This is the final level before the final boss. And again, big things we're looking here are for these keys. Whenever we find the error, we're going to try to dupe those keys as well, hopefully successfully this time, and then find the exit to the level. Right here, you're seeing a lot of very dangerous enemies all over this level. They do a ton of damage. And again, the players have not been focusing on really getting their health up as much as they can. Trying to just have enough health to just beat stick everything.
Yeah, it's very easy to get comboed in this level. We get a little bit of invincibility frames because of the shield, but it's not a lot, and it's really not worth that much for how quickly enemies attack.
Yeah, I almost died actually like twice there. So I'm already a little shaken, but I'm feeling pretty confident about this castle.
Yeah, so this race is absolutely anybody's game right now. Neither Studio or Scaz have found their keys yet. Still looking for their key room. Church does have his key from the last level, from the clock tower. Now just has to find his exit point. Oh, I don't need no elevator.
I'm gonna not screw up the dupe this time. There we go.
All right, very nice duping of the key right there.
Do we have tough mode unlocked?
I don't know.
I don't believe so.
Cap. That's unfortunate.
Disengagement is the replacement. Or not disengagement, or no. The
That's not what I want.
Studio able to nail the dupe as well.
The HP one, dead inside, dead inside.
Yeah, I'm just going down.
Yeah, not disengagement. My bad.
All right, while they're working in, one other ability that they picked up actually at one point in the run was for them to, normally you're gonna have this health refill that refills about 70% of your health, but you have no iframes during it or anything. It's a long animation. Now it's 40%. Actually, I'm just gonna shut up for a second because this race is stupid close going into the final boss between Studio and Scaz. They have a better thing that's cool for health
I got
right
the
now.
skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, very nice. That's
so hard.
frame perfect.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so here we are here in the final boss. Scaz definitely has the advantage sitting there at 17 tactics. I believe Studio maybe at only like 15 or 16 right now. Yeah, 16 for him. Oh, 18 actually for Scaz. So this final boss, very, very difficult. Very easily can die on any of this. He spawns a lot of enemies that you also need to just clear out, which can also kill you and also contribute to that two-shotting method. So again, they're gonna wanna keep that burn up and keep those death orbs on top of him as much as they can. Scaz already down to under 50% health on the boss.
Hey, can we just get serious time for this?
And time's coming up. Time. All right, let's go, Studio.
I can push one of these. Oh, I can't. I didn't get the spawn.
Oh.
I need it.
That scorpion right
God.
there, that scorpion that spawned can basically one-shot you. Also, this enemy elite that spawned at the bottom is 100% harder than anything that spawned for me. That elite is insanely dangerous. And fingers crossed.
This requires a lot of mashing, by the way.
We got this. We got this. We got this.
Woo! And
time.
All right, we got Church right here. Just duped his keys as well. Just needs to find the exit, and then he's on to the final boss as well. Let's give it up for Church.
Yeah, Church.
We're going with everything sort of jank for this.
So I have one health potion left, and I don't know where my exit is. This is kind of scary.
We're not going to give him hints. This is all Church.
I hope it's left. Nope. Here. Yeah.
I want to say that so badly.
All right, so I have like 22 tactics, so the boss will die like really quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fast boss fight. Yeah, so Castle, essentially, it's one of the more random levels. We need to find that exit, and find the exit and the key doors is incredibly random. There's a weird method we use. Final boss, Church, we should be able to take phase 1 fairly easily. The biggest points of for him are going to be the minion phases, because that's where you get combo, that's where you get the 1-2. That was really fast.
Very fast phase 1.
Cool.
Well, I just threw them both in the wrong direction, so.
Yeah, again, there is that little bit of cooldown, 6 seconds for each of them.
Those zombies are actually incredibly threatening, and him dodging is
This
super
health
important.
bar is melting.
It's
Oh my
absolutely
God.
insane.
All right.
Let's go triage.
On to phase 3. Let's go, Church.
All right, it's just the boss.
Oh, it's gone.
Time's coming up in a couple seconds.
All right, let's get it. And time. Woo!
Good job, guys.
Hey, good job, dude.
Good job.
Sure. Let's go. Let's go, guys.
Let's hear it for the brotherly love. Yeah, there it is.
Probably not.
I'm sorry to anybody wearing headphones because our microphones must have just gone a little.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, I'm sure there was a
absolutely.
lot.
Oh, we heard all of that. Yes.
You're welcome.
I love you.
Before you guys get too far from this, can I get a weird donation we have in here real quick?
Ooh, I love
Yeah,
weird
sure.
ones.
Weird is better.
So I've never seen this happen before. We've got 4 of these for $5 from Matty Ice, Cake, Deadly Waste, and the Trouble. And they all have the same comment. This is what you deserve.
Wow.
And I should note that Cake adds, you deserve $5 from everyone watching.
I'll agree with that.
yeah.
Thank
We be
you guys.
rolling deep.
Huge
Let's
shout
do
out
it.
to the board game crew for supporting me on
Hey,
this.
can we also get a huge shout out to SpikeVegeta for coming on here and doing some
Yeah,
commentary
buddy.
for us?
Yeah.
It's a cool game.
Thanks so much. He showed up knowing nothing about the game maybe a few days ago, and well, he's probably gonna be running it here at SGDQ pretty
Yeah.
soon. So
Yeah, he's the expert now.
thank you so much for doing this.
What were our times?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You guys, let's see here. Scaz came in first with a 14:03. The Burger himself, 14:47, and Church with a 16:42.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Rolling deep. Those are good times. As someone who's never run the game, those are good times.
All right. I think we're good.
That just about covers it.
Yeah, that's Dead Cells. Go play
Thanks for
it.
having us.
Yeah. Also, there's a Discord community. You want to come join us there? We talk about the game all the time.
All right, awesome run, guys. Let's give it up for that. Come on. That was awesome. I also want to go ahead and say donation come in I didn't quite get time for, but thank you, Invader Knee, for $500. And they say the following. First, I love this game. I haven't beaten it yet, but I also haven't given up. Lost a friend of the family in late 2018 due to complications with cancer, so I'm happy that I can finally donate during a live AGDQ event. Always happy to see SpikeVegeta on the couch. AGDQ hype! All right, we've got some ads to take care of real quick. I'm gonna get that started. I will be right back with you.
This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we rock. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man. This is how we. This is how we win. This is how we win. This is how we roll, man.
And welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2019. We've got, man, this just keeps happening. What do we got here? These $5 donations. We got one here from the Kratkins. We've got one here from Limewood, Linkiji, Uzi, Olympus King. They keep saying more or less the same thing. This is what you deserve. There's some going on here. Note to self, helps when I push the unmute button. We also... I'm so good at this, guys. We also have a follow-up donation from Blargle for $150. As promised, here's the $150 for everyone beating the game without dying. Amazing job on the run, guys. Seriously, that was awesome. Getting ready for that Cuphead run we've got coming up here. Well, right? Y'all made this happen. All you here in the room, all you watching, everybody in Twitch chat, I'll shout out Twitch chat. You all made this happen. As we're getting ready for that, we already got some good donations coming in. Jester101 here with $100. Had to get my donation in before Cuphead and Celeste runs. Good luck to TMR and TGH, and much love to everyone involved in this amazing event. All right, I've got word that we are ready for a quick interview over on the couch. We're going to throw it over that way.
How's it going, AGDQ 2019? It's Keizaron yet again. I am here with TGH. I don't know why I'm here with you. I hate you. So
I don't know why I'm here either, honestly.
Anyway, so I kind of want to talk about, like, you have this rich history in speedrunning. Like, you've been here before. You've done runs of Zelda games. You've done runs of Undertale. This can be your second go at Celeste with a different category. Can you kind of go into, like, how are you into such a varied selection of games?
Yeah, it's really cool. This is the 5th GDQ I'm running in, and this is the first GDQ where I will have been coming back to run a game for the second time. So I think the first one was Undertale, AGDQ17, and then Zelda LADX, and then a game called Die, Shadows to Lordimus, and then Celeste for last GDQ. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's, you know, you get kind of bored of one game after a while, I guess. But
I don't know what that's like.
But you know, it's running so many games really just kind of keeps me interested in speedrunning, and that's like, you know, like my ultimate goal, like my ultimate, like why I speedrun is like I'm kind of obsessed with improving myself and like improving like what I do, and you know, once I get to a point where I feel like I can't really improve that much anymore, I move on, and I guess that kind of contributes to it quite a bit.
Now, a lot of people kind of consider you like the king of Celeste speedrunning. So, like, why Celeste? Like, what got you into that? What made you go, hey, Celeste is dope, I'm gonna run it?
I don't know about the king, but okay. So Celeste, it's just,
okay, Emperor.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. It just feels good to play. It's just such a good game. It's a fantastic speed game. So diverse in its movement, and you know, it doesn't get old. It just really doesn't. So. You know, there's a reason I've been running this game for almost a year now. I think the game
almost
released
nonstop.
Yeah, the game released late January of last year, and just been kind of running it nonstop. You're right, exactly. And the soundtrack helps too. You know, I like games with good music. Shout outs to Lena Rain as well, and the rest of the crew who worked on the game too. You guys are awesome.
So are there any new mechanics, new skips, new tricks, new et cetera that we're going to see compared to the Any % race?
You'll see some new stuff, yeah, for sure. New strats peppered in here and there, for sure. Better optimizations, the use of the demo dash, which is, so you'll see what it is when the run comes. But so it's not really used as much in all chapters, or it doesn't save as much time actually in all chapters as it does in Any %. But yeah, you'll see some new stuff.
Sure. We're going to throw it over some social media questions here. We got a couple of good ones and then a couple of questionable ones, Sex Rex. So we got @RoxTV_. How's it been seeing the amount of activity in the game, especially among the top, with multiple any percent, all red berries, and all chapters being broken just in the past few days? You should have done the interview instead of me, man.
It's been great to see. It really has been. With Flattery just recently took a any percent record. With Bye-Bye improving his all red berries PB down to 51 now, which is awesome. We have Nero taking all chapters for me before I got here. Thanks, Nero. Appreciate that, man.
There's kind of a joke going around. It's kind of a joke going around, too, that as soon as you leave, it's just when everything gets taken away from you. So you're going to be a busy boy when you get back home.
I should be busy. I'll be pretty busy, yeah. But it is really great to see, you know, the competition. You know, I love competition so much. So that's part of the reason why I'm here. So.
We also got from Nerd Piggy, what's your favorite mechanic in the game?
Favorite mechanic? So basic movement mechanic, I would say probably the Ultra Dash. It's when you, again, this will all be explained during the run, but it's when you extended hyper dash into a down diagonal dash, which changes your momentum and makes you go super quickly. And that's it's pretty cool to see, for sure.
Now we'll go to Sex Rex's question, I guess. Are the berries that grow on Mount Celeste the Bronco berries that Arby's uses in the Bronco berry dipping sauce that comes with their jalapeno poppers?
See, okay, well, I went to Arby's yesterday, and I didn't get their, what was it, their whatever sauce Sex Rex mentioned.
Bronco berry.
Yeah, I didn't get that, so I actually don't know, but I guarantee you if I had tasted it, I would have recognized it. Like, for sure. So, yeah, I'll try to find out by the end of the week. Thanks.
All right, well, we have homework to do. Before we cut this interview, TGH and I would like to personally give a shout out to Brandon Stokes and the Noble Esports organization. Thanks for letting us rep you. We're so sorry that we're a part of your team. But anyway.
But thanks for letting us on.
Yeah, thanks for letting us on. We're so sorry. But we're going to go ahead and throw it over to Edo Bean's way. She's going to be hosting now, and we got Cuphead with TMR coming up. So stick around for that, guys.
All right, everyone. It is time.